5 lawsuits. Yes, 5 have emerged against MrBeast and his production company. The accusations? They're far more shocking than any giveaway or viral video MrBeast has ever pulled off. We are talking about mistreatment of contestants, hazardous working condition, breach of contract, and even sexual harassment. So you may know him for his acts of generosity and viral challenges that breaks the internet, but for the past few weeks, you might have seen some exposed videos of him doing some shady things. Again, this time we have a new expose, I think. MrBeast is now dealing with a legal nightmare that might destroy his all act. Lawsuits are stacking up with allegations of mistreatment, unsafe working conditions, and more. So how did it come to this? First up, we've got Beast Games. You have probably heard of it. It's MrBeast's upcoming Amazon Prime show that promises to be the biggest, most extreme live game show ever. But behind the scenes, things have gone horribly wrong. Contestants are coming forward claiming that they were exploited during filming, deprived of basic needs like food and medical care, and forced to unsafe working conditions. One contestant, only known as John Doe, so he even described the experience as being treated like animals. Others report they were barely fed, had limited access to hygiene products, and were denied proper medical care despite grueling physical challenges. Some have said they ended up in the hospital due to the extreme conditions. These are not just minor complaints. Contestants are claiming they are subjected to chronic mistreatment, neglect, and even sexual harassment by members of MrBeast's production team. If these allegations are true, it could ruin the rest of his image. But this is just the beginning. The lawsuits filed against MrBeast and Amazon go far beyond basic mistreatment. Contestants allege that they were essentially manipulated into signing contracts that stripped them of their rights as employees. Instead of being paid fairly and treated with respect, they claim they were used as pawns to boost the show's entertainment value, all while being denied the protection they were legally entitled to under California law. Let's break down the core accusations against MrBeast and his team. Failure to provide basic necessities. Contestants were reportedly fed occasionally, given inadequate access to hygiene products, and denied proper medical care despite participating in physically demanding challenges. Some even reported serious injuries from the games. Sexual harassment. One of the most disturbing allegations comes from the female contestants who claim they were subjected to sexual harassment by the members of the production team. They describe a toxic work environment where sexist and misogynistic behavior was tolerated, and female contestants were treated with less respect than their male counterparts. Unsafe working conditions. Contestants claim that the production staff failed to provide sufficient safety measures during the games, putting their physical and mental health at risk. Some were allegedly forced to continue competing despite injuries and exhaustion, with little regard of their well-being. These allegations paint a grim picture of what life was like behind the scenes of Beast Games. Contestants were not just battling for the chance to win, they were struggling to survive in an environment that, if these claims are true, was designed to push them to their limits and beyond. But it does not stop there. MrBeast and his team are also facing serious accusations of legal misconduct. The lawsuits claim that contestants were misclassified as independent contractors rather than employees, allowing MrBeast's production company to avoid paying overtime, offering meal breaks, or providing the basic legal protections that all employees in California are entitled to. By doing so, the lawsuits claim MrBeast and Amazon dodged millions in taxes and failed to compensate contestants for the work they did on the show. The legal complaints list several violations including 1. Negligent infliction of emotional distress. Contestants say they were pushed to the brink of mentally and emotionally enduring unsafe and stressful conditions without adequate support. Some have even claimed to suffer from long-term psychological damage due to the way they were treated during production. Number 2. Failure to provide uninterrupted meal and rest breaks. According to the lawsuits, MrBeast's production team failed to give contestants the legal minimum breaks required under California labor law. This might seem like a small detail, but in California, it's a very big deal. Failing to provide breaks can lead to serious financial penalties. Number 3. Unfair business practices. The lawsuit also accused MrBeast and his team of engaging in unfair business practices by misclassifying contestants as contractors, allowing them to cut corners and avoid paying fair wages, taxes, and other employee benefits. Number 4. Sexual harassment. Perhaps the most damaging claim is the accusation of sexual harassment. Several contestants have reported inappropriate behavior by production staff, and the lawsuits state that MrBeast company did nothing to stop it. If proven true, this could have devastating consequences for MrBeast's reputation and legal standing. With these allegations piling up, it's clear that MrBeast is in deep shit. But what does this mean for his career and his brand? I mean, it's already getting down, but let's talk about it. We are not just talking about a few fines or slaps on the wrist. If these lawsuits are successful, MrBeast could face some serious financial consequences, not to mention the damage to his reputation. Sponsors, partnerships, and business deals could all vanish if these claims are proven in court. Brands do not want to be associated with someone accused of mistreating people or promoting a toxic work environment. The loss of sponsorships alone could cost MrBeast millions, and that's before you factor in potential damages from the lawsuits themselves. We're looking at a possible financial fallout that could reach into the tens of millions. And let's not forget about the impact on MrBeast's fanbase. He has built his entire brand on generosity and good vibes. If his fans, the rest of the people who live under a rock, start to believe that this image is just fake, it could lead to a massive drop in support, views, and overall influence. While Dogpack404 has already exposed some of MrBeast's negative sides, if these new accusations hold any truth, he is totally doomed. But it's not just MrBeast who is at risk. These lawsuits also raise important questions about the influencer industry as a whole. What happens when the lines between entertainment and labor is blurred? Can influencers continue to run massive productions without the same regulations and oversight that traditional media companies face? The outcome of these lawsuits could set an example that affects not just MrBeast, but the entire world of online creators. So where does this leave MrBeast? Right now, he is fighting an uphill battle. 5 lawsuits, each one bringing new damaging allegations and no clear path to redemption. But is this truly the end of MrBeast, or will he find a way to overcome these lawsuits or allegations? The legal process is still unfolding, and we will be following every twist and turn. One thing's for sure, this is a make or break moment for MrBeast, and the entire world is watching. So far, MrBeast has yet to comment on Dogpack404's expose, which revealed some of his darker sides. His silence on the matter only fuels speculation that these accusations might be true.